Duel 1, Orcust Desperado vs. Cyber Dragon. First things first, analyze your opening hand. There are two hands you want to see, an Orcust monsters with Orchestrator Return, or a level 4 lower Dark Machine monster with a Desperado. This is because, with Return, you're trying to draw into your Desperado, and with Desperado in hand, once your Dark Machine monsters are destroyed, you can follow up with the Desperado hidden in the field. However, in this hand, I felt the combination of Spider and Treacherous was strong enough not to use Restart. My opponent opens up with a Cyber Dragon and a Cyber Core, which adds an Overflow. With this, they end by setting 3 back row cards. I draw Orcust 4, thus the draw engine is enabled. I draw Desperado and another Blast Spider. Using Horror's effect, Summon Brass Bombard, we start to see where this deck shines. I use Spider to pop Cyber Dragon and get burn damage. In previous Desperado decks, the secondary effect of Blast Spider was rarely used, due to Blast Spider usually destroying itself. But now, with the Orcust monsters, Blast Spider can now maintain its field presence. I decided not to summon Desperado, knowing my opponent had Overflow. Once Overflow was used, I summoned Desperado. Now, whenever possible, try to sing with Desperado last. This gives you the destruction effect on hand if needed. My opponent follows up with the skill Cyber Style, and uses it for a twin Cyber Dragon. However, my Desperado was able to destroy it, and with that, my opponent surrenders. Duel 2, Orcust Desperado vs. Blue Eyes. Unfortunately, I did not save the replay for this duel. However, in this duel, it did teach me about plays I should make against Blue Eyes. The first is setting your low-level Dark Machine monsters are a bad idea. The skill Alternative Evolution gives access to an alternative Blue Eyes. The alternative Blue Eyes can destroy face-down monsters, which will not trigger the Desperado in your hand. However, once Desperado does hit the field, the Blue Eyes player will have a difficult challenge to overcome. This is due to the fact that Blue Eyes lack protection for most of their monsters. These duels become a war of resource management, as the Blue Eyes player is trying to dispose of your Desperado and Blast Spiders with cards such as Alternative Blue Eyes and Vermilion Mech. In this duel, Orcust Desperado did come out on top, thus giving me a record of 2 for 2. Orcust Desperado vs. Blackwings. I did use Restart, as it did not have the combination of cards that I looked for. The Blackwing player had an okay opening field, ending with a Chidori. Now, I had a decision to make. Either I could use Blast Spider to deal with the Chidori, or crash my Horror in battle. I decided to go with the latter, because it would allow me to follow up the Horror Spider combo. Either way, I was going to summon my Desperado. My opponent was unable to follow it with the Rakiri, and with Lady Luck on my side, I wiped the field with Desperado. I used turn 5 to continue the pressure and build my field presence. And now, with Spider on board and 1 in hand, I was confident I can get enough burn damage to seal the game. And it was, with Desperado destroying Chris. This made it a 3-0. Orcust Desperado vs. Ninjas. My opponent opened a village and a Hanzo. The Hanzo searched for a no, which then discarded the yellow dragon to set a transformation. Once again, I had a decision to make. I did not want to deal with a super transformation, as it sends my monsters rather than destroy them. That's why I decided to leave the transformation alone, in the hope that I hit a super transformation, and I did with Galaxy Cyclone. Once again, I decided to crash my horror into Hanzo. For one, bring out Desperado, and two, follow up the next turn with the Horror Spider combo. The Ninja player countered by using Transformation to bring out Black Dragon Ninja. I was able to use Desperado's effect, but the Hidden Village countered by stopping destruction effects once every turn. I was in a bad position. With Hanzo, the Ninja player was able to search for another super transformation. The Black Dragon also has the ability to banish my Desperado off the field. I was however confused on why they waited until the battle phase to use it. By going into the battle phase, I was able to use Desperado in an attempt to destroy cards. However, it was stopped once again by the Hidden Village. And with that, Black Dragon swinged, and I was down to my last 100 life points. What a top deck! Once again, Super Transformation is foiled by another Galaxy Cyclone. And by using the other Cyclone in my graveyard, I targeted the village in an attempt to destroy it. Now, my goal wasn't necessarily to destroy the village, but at least to use up its protective ability, as it can only be used once per turn. And now with that out of the way, I commenced my Horror Spider combo. My Desperado returned to the field, and with a Brass Bombard in the grave, I summoned Symbol Skeleton to have exact lethal for game. Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel 5, Orcust Desperado vs. Gladiator Beast. Again, I did not see the cards I wanted, so Restart was activated. Typically, a back row heavy strategy is very difficult to deal with using this deck, which is why I decided to run Galaxy Cyclone. And with that back row card gone, I proceeded with my Horror Spider combo. Gladiator Rejection prevents Gladiator monsters from being targeted, but since the rejection itself is a target for my spider, I had very little issues with this. Now, I decided to destroy Andal with Desperado instead of attacking it. This is because I did not want to risk the opposing player to have a Vespius in his hand. The Gladiator Beast player makes a final attempt by attacking with Bestiari, but with Desperado destroying it, I used Black Spider to finish off for game.